Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 17 of the FIFA 18 Road to Glory. And in today's episode, guys, we're going to be going into some weekend league games, 4 to be exact. And we're also going to be opening up our squad battles rewards. It's going to be a fun episode, guys. And we're also going to just have a nice little discussion about weekend league and my thoughts in general. Right here, you guys are going to be seeing me complete some of the Halloween SBCs. And we really haven't had any Halloween SBCs for quite a while now. So it's been a bit interesting. I think EA have realized how many coins people have been making off the bronze pack method. And they've been kind of like, oh, okay, we need to hold these back for a second. We don't need to give too many out to these guys. But right here, guys, we're coming up into our first weekend league game. My opponent has a very, very nice team. And I must say, just throughout this entire weekend, guys, I don't know what it was. I feel like I played decently well. However, there are some games that you just can't win. And I don't know what it is about it. I feel like, obviously, I live in Australia, and Australia definitely does have some decently bad internet. But, I don't know, I feel like this is a very common opinion throughout the community, where the games just feel super sluggish, and your players just don't want to move. I did ping the EA servers at the point, and it was around 350 ping. So I don't think, I think it might have been just like a heavy load on my end, but I don't know what it was. I have a feeling we need like a better system of checking our connection than the 5-bar system, because I can go from 5 bars down to 1 bar back up to 5 bars all over the place, and it really doesn't mean all that too much. But besides that, connection aside, guys, I would have finished this weekend. I finished this weekend with 27 wins, and if you guys have been watching the series for the past couple of weeks, you would have known that is right in line with all of my other finishes. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, you're standing in line, and obviously everyone's getting better at the same time you're getting better. So this is probably expected. You're probably going to stay at the same standard that you already are. The main thing with me is, and I'm not sure if it's the same with you guys, but whenever I'm playing weekend league, I'm just not correct mentally. Right here, guys, this is pretty much the only one of the 2 goals my opponent scores. He scores one straight off a kickoff and then a beautiful long shot from Bashuai. Yeah, I don't know what it is, guys, but with the games that are against really, really tough opponents, and I came up against some top quality opponents this weekend. I just gotta say, my man, Man United 12. He's always been in this, like, he's been in the chat for so long. We basically met back on, I believe, Xbox Live Messenger because of the red Messi, and he was like, oh damn, that's a sick Messi card, and he's like, yeah, I can show you the pack and all that sort of stuff. And he's been in the comments and all that sort of stuff. And I came up against him twice, and I know he's a top quality player, but I managed to come up against him twice, and I managed to beat him once. He managed to beat me once. It was a really, really very even games. I have to say that right now. And I just want to say GG to you, man. That was a great 2 games. I really, really enjoyed it. But I don't know what it is, but those 2 games were so drastically different. Because in one game, I believe he went up 4-1, and then the other game, I believe I was 4-2 the final score, something along those lines. And I played some really top quality opponents this weekend, and I usually am able to do decently well against them. It's against the really, really, like, mediocre players that I cannot perform, and I don't know what it is. You can see right there, 3 shots and 2 goals conceded. I think Neuer might be, like, not that good at all. I have to say that right now. I came up against Farman. Farman is phenomenal. He's so hard to break down. I might sell on Neuer and get Farman. That could be an option that we do. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, I don't know what it is. But the people who have Rashford, that have Mane, that have Overmars, they're just able to sprint through your entire team. And basically, you can't do anything about it. Your players just feel like they're stuck in sand, and they can't keep up with those sort of players. And I don't know what it is, but especially Rashford. Rashford's a very weird one for me. I have an understanding why the 87 Mane and Overmars would be able to do that, because they are upper class players. But Rashford, for some reason, is just... He was just like, I don't know what it was. He was just breaking me down so many times this weekend, and it was really, really frustrating because I couldn't get the wins that I think I deserved, honestly. And you guys will see a clip of it later where the dude, I believe, has 3 shots on target to my 12, and he wins 2-0. And it's just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. But I think the main thing is, throughout my weekend league, and the reason why I'm not getting higher scores is I'm not right, like, focused-wise. Whenever I have a game where I feel like the game's going against me because I should be winning the game, I go into this panic mode, and my hands kind of like don't know what they're doing anymore. My defending gets really sloppy. Right there, I don't think that's a penalty, man. I'm not even controlling, I don't even know who that is, but I'm not even controlling the dude at that point, and he just kind of flops over. I believe that might be Alexandro Dembele. Wow, man, I like some of the player models, like, because obviously they don't have the scanned faces, so it doesn't really look like the player, but that is Ousmane Dembele. I don't think that's a penalty. And then right here, guys, once again, Neuer not being able to save penalties. Look at this. Look at that. It comes off his knee. Like, all Neuer has to do is just put his hand down or just dive a bit more, put some more effort into it. And it's like, it's 2-1 still. And I dive the right way, but I don't know what it is, guys. But I feel like it's entirely my fault. And it's entirely the fact that I can't keep a cool head throughout most of my games. And it's something I really need to improve on throughout the next couple of weeks. Because if I want to start getting back up to the stage where we are an elite tier player, it's important. It's important to develop those mental stabilities and all that sort of stuff, and it's really important to get to the point where you're mentally stable throughout your weekend games, and you're not just like raging all over the place because you just get like you can't get those goals. What a free kick there by Alessandrini! Did I tell you guys he's a beast? He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. Like I think he's actually replaced Ousmane Dembele in my team. He is that good. So at the end of this episode, guys, you're gonna see me sell on Dembele and put Alessandrini into the team. And speaking of the team, guys, here, as you can see right there, that's a full-time score 4-2, and I believe the next game you're gonna see is the game where I lost 2-0. But speaking of the team, guys, I feel like it's a phenomenal team, except for one thing. The midfield is way too linear. As you can see, 16 shots and 12 on target to 6 and 3, just like crazy stuff. Anyway, the three midfielders are too similar. Bakayoko, Vidal, and Matuidi. What is that from Vidal? But Bakayoko, Vidal, and Matuidi, they're too similar. They're too, like, just sprint, run, gun, shoot, all that sort of stuff. They're great, but they don't have any height, and they don't have any, like, skill moves, capabilities. This is one team I come up against, and this is against Footwiz Goat. I just want to say GG to you, man. And, I don't know. I think he should be safe for top 100 monthlies. He's currently 94th with about 30 minutes left, so I believe he should be still able to get top 100 monthlies, but I managed to clench onto this game. I do not know how. Obviously Footwiz Goat has signed for Footwiz, and he is a pro player, and I can't believe that I actually managed to beat him in this match. But this was just an insanely tough match, and what he's so good at is what I really want to be is just being patient with your build-up play. There are so many times in FIFA where I'm not patient with my build-up play, and I really need to be. And I think it's costing me a lot of games, because once I get into a sprint game, I instantly go to the sprint mode as well, and it's just really frustrating. I really need to get a hold of how I play and really develop. And I've seen also, because I record a lot of my gameplay, I don't post all of it to YouTube, of course, because otherwise we just have a long video. I've seen a lot of gameplay with my defenders that I really need to improve my defending as well. I have a feeling that I dive in too much, and it's just anger. It's just like, give me the ball back, you know what I'm saying? So I press that stand tackle way too much, and it just like throws my defenders out. So there's a lot of things I can improve on, and I really do believe that we can get elite soon. But obviously this week is not going to be this week. What a phenomenal shot from outside the box there from Ruud Gullit. I definitely want to pick up that card at one point or another. It's going to be a grind. It's definitely going to be a grind, but I believe he's going to be the best midfielder in the entirety of the game. So, we have to get him at one point. We have to get him. There's a lot of icons I want to pick up. Probably Marcel Desailly. Same with Patrick Vieira, Ruud Gullit. Probably the R9 Ronaldo would be phenomenal. Even Rio Ferdinand and stuff like that. That'd be great in the Road to Glory. I would love to pick those guys up at the end. But this is the one game that I'm going to win. This is my 39th game. And I believe at this point we were 27 and 12. And we're going to finish 27 and 13, as you guys would have seen. But this was just this is what I'm talking about, a typical sprint game. This is, my opponent was like very sprinty, all that sort of stuff. And normally I don't run down that byline, but Alessandrini though, on his left peg, he's going to send a beautiful ball into Vidal. And Vidal's going to make that 1-0. And as you can see, guys, when I go into the sprint games, I get to the point where I'm just sprinting the entirety of the time. and I'm conceding goals, but I'm also scoring goals, and it's not good enough for me. I need to be the point where I'm very, very solid defensively, and it's a really big issue for me, so I really need to work on it over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully it can work. That ball unfortunately gets deflected straight into the path of Renato Sanchez, and Sanchez is going to make it 2-1. Sanchez, kind of weird pronunciation right there. Right here, that is a free kick right there. And then what is Alexandro doing there? He dives on the floor, and he's just going to like loft that one into the back of the net. If he just stands up, he's going to clear that. And yeah, unfortunately, we get a goal conceded against us right there. And then right there, his own player side tackles it into the back of the net to make it 3-2. I believe I would have still scored that because Martial would have gone in the back of that. And then Mbappe with a beautiful finish right there. But it all comes down to this, and this is what I'm talking about. There are problems within this game, and this is the massive problem. Get rid of the auto block. I don't know why this is in the game. Boateng, why are you auto blocking? You guys are gonna see a replay very, very soon, and you'll see that Boateng slides before before the dude even has the ball. Before Son has the ball, he's already slid. It makes no sense. Right there, you can see Chiellini gets the ball first, and Quaresma absolutely wrecks him. He just completely tosses him aside. First of all, how the hell is Quaresma pushing off Chiellini? Chiellini's got like 85 physical. It's ridiculous, and 90 yeah, it's ridiculous. And then right here, Alexandro, he stands on his feet, he gets the ball, but nope, he's gonna dive on the floor. And right here, guys, this is the problem within the game. Why is this in the game? This should not happen. The auto slide should not happen. And I have a feeling, guys, that pre-patch, before the first patch, this didn't happen. We didn't have auto slides. Now, come the second patch, obviously we have these auto slides, and I'm really hoping with the patch coming in the next couple of weeks, this probably gets rid of them, because it needs to get rid of them. And as you can see, guys, I only have 44% possession in this match because I played that sprint game. So I was angry at the game, I was angry at the game mechanics, I was angry at the goals I was conceding, and that's why I lost this match. Kudos to my opponent, he was definitely the better player in that match, but it's just those little game mechanics that are a bit unfair, a bit biased, that I'm just like, come on, man. And it's, of course, the game can't choose what and what not to do. It's not going to say, like, this opponent should win, this opponent should lose. So, yeah, unfortunately for us, we're going to finish on 27 wins, which is still very decent. I'm very happy with that. On top of that, we get Elite 2, so we're going to get probably 15 red informs, if that is the case at the end of the week this week. And because of that, I sold them my Matuidi, Chiellini, and Alexandro. I think Alexandro was a bit wasted at the right back position, so I sold them. I also sold on Ousmane Dembele. Chiellini really didn't have the stamina I needed for him, so I'm going to replace him with Eric Bailly, and we're also going to pick up Paul Pogba, and we're going to use our ones to watch Aurier as well, and it's going to be a very nice team. I have to sell on a few more other players right there, but we did get to pick up Eric Bailly and Paul Pogba, and Pogba is going to make the midfield less linear. I had a feeling that, like, my whole midfield was just like sprint and defend. I didn't have a creative outlet. Now we have Pogba. He's very creative. He's got a lot of long shot capability, and he's going to do very nicely for us. On top of that, we got our squad battle rewards to open, and yeah, we're going to get Elite 1 once again. And this week, I think I might try and tackle Legendary, so I might not get Elite 1. We'll have to see how we go. But yeah, Umtiti's team looked stupidly good, and it was stupidly good. I have a feeling that if you had a 99 rated center back, it's going to be so much more effective than a striker or all that stuff, because we have a lot of high-rated strikers, but we don't have that many high-rated centre-backs. And I was very lucky to actually get the win in this one, but we also got 1,900 points from that. But this is going to be our 15k pack from the Ronaldo edition, and yeah, it's actually a very decent pack. We get Tolisso, who's going to sell for about 6,000 coins, so that's extremely nice, and we're going to put him straight on the transfer list and sell him on. And then our 2 mega packs really didn't have anything, but I feel like the Pogba addition into the squad will be a very welcome addition. I feel like he's an insanely good player, and he's got great stamina, all that sort of stuff, great attacking stats, and that's what I need. I need an attacking-minded midfielder who's still a very good box-to-box, and that's what I feel like we get with Paul Pogba. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode, guys, and in a few seconds you are going to see the team on the screen, and it is a very generic team. I believe Nepenthes is a very similar team to this, but it's it's like exactly what you need in a midfield. You've got the high defensive, like the really tall defensive mid, all that sort of stuff. Vidal's phenomenal. Boateng and Alaba are like the best defensive partnership in the game, and Alessandrini's out of this world. Obviously, I want to really incorporate some icons into this team, and we're definitely going to get there eventually, but it's all going to come over time, of course, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks we can really improve the team and hopefully push towards elite. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy like the bit of the conversation, bit of my thoughts and how I'm performing in Weekend League and all that sort of stuff, and whether or not we can progress. But in next episode, guys, I'm not actually sure what we're going to do. We might do a draft, and we might complete the Rui Costa SBC with the boosts given to us by those Halloween Scream items. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash a big old thumbs up, drop a subscribe down below, and leave a comment telling me what you thought about the episode. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find a light in your soul.